Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Kansas versus TCU college basketball matchup on Saturday, January 6, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our best bets, our premium picks. Use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. We've got Kansas taking on TCU. Of course, Kansas, number 2 ranked in the nation. Not last year, but the year before. They won the national championship, and this year's team looks absolutely loaded as well. 12-1 on the season coming in. Meanwhile, TCU, 11-2 on the season. A perfect 2-0 on the road. But one thing we know about TCU historically, without even digging under the hood in this game, and this is how I kind of do my handicapping as I get started. It's like we know about TCU, and we know about, when they start conference play, exactly how this team rolls, and usually it is. And I mean, we're gonna we'll dig into it and we'll look at it. But generally, TCU plays a lousy out of conference schedule, and that's how they roll up this big number coming into Big 12 play, and then they get into Big 12 play, and you're up against Kansas here in Lawrence, and it's like, you're just not prepared for it, and we'll have to see exactly how it shakes out. TCU is, like I said, 2-0 on the road, but 1-1 against the number. But as I said, we'll have to look at who those 2 games were against, and for the Frogs, generally not the world beaters of the world. When we look at their road wins at Hawaii and at Old Dominion, Georgetown, these are the games that they've played away from home. Georgetown, they beat them 84-83, 9.5-point favorites, won by a point. Georgetown, not an especially strong team, one of the weakest teams in the Big East. I think they're better than DePaul, so I'll give them the nod there. But really, when it comes to the Big East pecking order, probably second to last. We look at their other games at home against Clemson, losing 74-66. Clemson, a top tier team, but nowhere near some of the stuff that they'll be facing in the Big 12 this year. Clemson, a good team, probably an NCAA tournament team, but not a Kansas or a Houston or something. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, when we look at who the Kansas Jayhawks have played, we know that Self's team generally does not shy away from the big competition. The win at Indiana, 4-point win in a game they were favored by 6.5. That win, they went to Maui or Honolulu, played in the Maui Invitational, lost to Marquette. That is their one loss this season. A lot of people have Marquette slated to be a Final Four team. They beat Tennessee by 9 in a game that, they were only favored by a point in. And of course, they have that 4-point home win against UConn. They also beat Missouri. They beat Yale and Wichita State, thrashing the Shockers last time out, 86-67. I think that it's going to be an electric crowd in Kansas for this game. I don't think TCU has played anywhere near this level of competition. I think they're not going to be prepared. I think they get thumped. I'm going to take Kansas in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.